good musical takes you to the mountaintop. A great musical takes you over the mountaintop. My name is Paul Cozby, and I'm one of the creators of Picasso in Paris. I wrote the script along with Sir Kenneth Hawkins. I wrote all the lyrics and a predominance of the music. Many years ago, I met Ken. I heard the story of the lost dove piece of art that Picasso had painted, and I immediately thought, there is a possibility of a musical here about Picasso in Paris if the truth supported it. Then I began to research Picasso and found that the truth was this best story of a man first being cowardice and then embracing a courageousness to use his art to stand up during World War II under the Parisian occupation by the Nazis. We can't talk about Picasso in Paris without talking about the Jewish experience. When push came to shove, he stood up and used his art and his fame to aid the resistance. Even though it could have resulted in him being deported to Germany, he was afraid, and yet he did the right thing. And I think that's something we can all learn. We started writing it during COVID. Our first meeting was the day they declared the national emergency for COVID in the United States. And we got a feeling for what occupation felt like. But time has just caught up with us. Who would have ever dreamed we would be where we are right now? And we have a show that speaks to that, and that speaks to the idea that you always have to have courage to stand against oppression and stand for peace. This musical has a great theme, and it is the theme of overcoming your own weaknesses to do what is right in a time where it will cost you. If you will follow your passion, and your passion is aligned with what's right, even though you're afraid, you will find an end that does good. A good musical takes you to the mountaintop. A great musical takes you over the mountaintop. And Ken and I have had that in the forefront of our minds from the day we started working. We want to write a great musical. Now it's up to many other people to decide whether we do that. But if you're going to invest in a great musical. Don't invest in some kind of fluff. Invest in something that could actually have an impact on people in a positive way, particularly in a time as divisive as we're living in now. A typical Broadway musical takes 8 years from page to stage, and it's not an exaggeration, it's an average. And along every step of the way, there are people who say, you know what, I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna invest, not in the stock market, I'm gonna invest in this work of art that might actually have an impact culturally. And we invite everyone to come join us. One of the things Ken has said, and I loved it, is he said, I can guarantee you this, it's gonna be a great adventure.